shit, guys. This almost took an hour. You know, no big deal. Let's see what the dog says. Resume. How much have I lost? Nothing. Hey Daniel, you fixed my energy loss problem with a new dog. It doesn't show me any loss while parking anymore, so well done. Awesome. So we are at 63.9% still after parking here for almost an hour now. Oh, the screen is being recorded. Okay, that should be fine then. Okay, so let's drive home. Navigator, go home. So I've got an estimate how much kilometers we have to go. Put it in eco mode. Yeah, looks like this is recording. This is recording. We've got 21 kilometers to go until home. I'll put you back in the cage. B0. Surprising these people here. Okay, thanks. Wow. Random call. Did you see these people's faces when I drove past with the electric vehicle? No noise, nothing. Awesome. I've got good reception here. I've got 31 degrees. I should turn on the aircon a little bit. What is our oh, there we go. Okay. So even in these high temperatures, we've got only 32 degrees max temperature in the pack, which is totally fine. No problem at all. So we are going uphill again. Switching to B0. And we are at 59.7% state of charge now. But this was all uphill until yeah, a little bit further there where the next turn is. That's the peak point, highest point we will reach. And then we are going downhill for quite some time. So I'm taking my foot off, let the car just coast. Because we are going left here. What a terrible turn off here, really. Okay, see, I should go back to B0 and let it roll here, let it coast, because we're going downhill. 65 kilometers in a 100 zone. Come on, there's more downhill. Shit, there's a car coming. Now there are cars behind me, so I can't do the driving school anymore. We should be fine. We've got 19 kilometers on the gasometer left and only 16 to go. Going uphill again. No! No! That's heaps of energy. Not good. Not good. Okay, there's a long stretch here. Hopefully they all overtake me now. Hey grandpa, get out of the way. Oh, 95. I'm getting adventurous now. "15 kilometers to go, 14 to go, and 17 on the GOM. I'm probably dead anyway until I'm home, because it's getting so hot in here now. I can't turn on the aircon now. It would mess up all my measurements really. It would mess up everything. Shit, I've got 3 cars behind me. Yes. And they're all reading electric vehicle on the back and thinking, oh god, I'll never get one. They are so slow to drive. They are just too slow. They are just not aware that Andy is doing advanced testing. We're down to 49% state of charge and 12 kilometers to go. Should be fine. The battery gauge is maybe down to 30% now, which shows. Downhill. I love downhill. Look at this. 200 meters, no energy used. Yes. Awesome. Now you can't complain anymore. I'm doing 100. I'm doing 100. Okay, one car is turning behind me. Good. And the others have to stay behind him. Excellent. That gives me an advantage. into this estate here. This is 80 zone. Whew. So I can just coast. And also we are back in the Lockyer Valley. Kilometers per hour. Yes. That saves so much energy now. Okay, the gasometer says 10 kilometers left, and we've got 9.1 kilometer on the trip count and 43.4% state of charge. On the gasometer, 8 kilometer on the navigator. It'll be very, very close. See, and this only happened because I need to push the car a little bit because I've got traffic behind me lining up. Otherwise I would have been fine. Seven kilometers on the gasometer, 7.2 on the navigator. I'll make it. Because we've got this little, this uphill section before I go home. Another car is turning behind me, that's good. Takes the pressure off. I'll just let it coast here for a moment. There's only one car left behind me now. You know what? I should have probably put the blinker out and let him overtake, so I can make it. Now I will die anyway before that. It's so hot in here. The sun comes out now. We've got 31 outside still, but about 69 in here inside. What does our battery say? 34 max, and the fan has not even kicked in. See, the fan only kicks in at 35 degrees, I think. Oh, this guy is pushy. He's pushing me. I hope he's overtaken now. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, and the aircon has not turned on yet, so we are not wasting any energy for cooling the battery, which is good. 4.8 kilometers until home, 5 kilometers on the gasometer, and 36% state of charge. Driving far too fast to be efficient. Well, this guy is pushing me. It's a 100 zone here. I mean, I can't really. I can't. Four kilometers, both. Shit. 35% state of charge. Doing 90. You can't complain. 3 kilometers to go, 3 kilometers on the gasometer, and we're going into an 80 zone. Yes! And we've got... Oh, he's turning! He's turning! Yes! Yes, he's turning! He's turning away. We are alone at the road. Yay! I can make it now. Oh shit, there's another car coming. No, no, no! Okay, you have to wait. Because here's 70. And we probably have 80 degrees inside now. Okay, I'm turning right here. I'm going uphill and leaving all these pushy vehicles behind me. Don't brake, don't brake. Yeah. Okay, I'm very slowly up the hill here. I've got 33% state of charge left. 2.1 kilometer to go. We're going uphill. It's not very efficient. I need to open the window. And I put B0 on because he's a little downhill. This is going down and uphill all the time now here until home, which is really bad for your energy consumption. So I have to let it roll, just coast downhill, and then just a little bit of energy uphill again. 2 kilometers left. Are we seeing the ice coming on? How much have we done in total? 41 kilometers in total so far. I've got another 1.3 kilometers to go. And let it coast. Let it coast. Oh, the fan. The fan has kicked in for the cooling. Yep, and it uses a little bit of energy for the air conditioner as well now. No, this ruins my plan. Okay, I'm just deleting the route now, so you can see what's going on. Oh, the ice just came on. The ice came on. What the heck? 30.5% state of charge, and the ice came on. What the freaking hell? Okay, there was only one little tiny itsy bitsy tiny bit. We are at 30.4%. 10.8 ampere hours left. So I'm driving 30 now here. I hope nobody sees me really. It's going uphill, it's going uphill. I need to take my foot off the accelerator, using less energy. I think it has kicked in already. Has it? Has it or not? And we are on top of the mountain. And from here it's only downhill. Yes, I made it. Whew. It was only once. It was only once. Shit. There was only once. And now it's only region. Oh God. That was terrible. That was terrible, really. And we are back home. Okay, guys. I'm sweating now. I'm really sweating now. That was just terrible driving. Did you see this bloody ice coming on? It was only once, and it was only for a very, very short amount of time. So I'm really keen to see the trip card now. Oh my God, that's really a challenge. But I had to push the car a little bit. I had 3 behind me, and it was 100 zone and I did only 80, and you don't want to be a dick and drive like really. Yeah, doggies, it's me. So yeah, that was unfortunate. But what can you do? It's all part of the challenge, isn't it? And of course the fan cooling came on as well. See, we've got no fan cooling, 52%, and I'm sure I have to turn this back on day mode. I'm sure if I go into trip mode, into trip, yeah, see the air condition comes on to cool down the battery pack, and this doesn't help either. It uses only a tiny amount of energy, but still there was the tiny amount which was missing to get me home, really. So anyway, yeah, I just want to say a little bit more car. You have to reset this little thingy. Anyway, that was an interesting yeah, it was 42.7 kilometers. I'm not sure if I can see how much fuel I've used actually here. No, but we've done 0.1 liter per 100 kilometer. So it wasn't too bad. The trip card later on will show us how much fuel we've actually used. And the battery temperature, yeah, 35, and you can see the battery cools down now from the air condition, which is still on 1 bar. Yeah, and the minimum voltage is 3.76 volts at 29% of state of charge. So it still keeps the battery in a fairly healthy state. Even when I fully charge, I didn't have a look when we started actually, but it is only at 4.1 volts when it's fully charged. So it keeps it in a fairly healthy. That's it for the trip. I'm turning off the car now and put this trip card now together, and then the video is over and I can go in the pool because sweet, so hot. Okay, after the refreshment in the pool, straight away back to the trip card. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so 53 minutes all in total was the trip duration. 42.7 kilometers, and we have an average speed of 51.3 kilometers per hour, which is not too bad for this distance. But yeah, have a look at this. I've used only 5.5% of my time for regen. That is actually very good, and 13% for gliding or coasting. Don't get me wrong, regen is a good thing, but as I said before, it also destroys your energy, because you put energy in the car to move it along, and then you use regen to get maybe 20% or so back. So the smaller the regen settings are, the more efficient your car is. So make sure, if you want to be really efficient, regen should be very, very low, and glide should be very, very high, because then you use the energy to actually move forward, which is of course very difficult to do, but as you can see, you can do it. You can master these two figures a little bit and do more gliding, coasting instead of regen at the end of the road. Yeah, so look ahead, let the car just coast, and this is where you save energy. You don't save much energy by regen. 17.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. That's a very good figure. So I'm very happy with that. Everything under 20 kilowatt hours, then you drive efficiently. And to use only 17.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, I'm happy with that. And it has not counted any fuel. So the engine kicked in for a short moment only at the end of the trip, and as you can see here, it has not calculated or measured any fuel at all. So that is pretty good. So let's pretend I haven't used any fuel. So I made the whole 43 kilometers in one go and haven't used any fuel. I would be happy with that. All in total we have used 7.1 kilowatt hours or 7.6. 7.1 is when you take the 1.5 ampere hours of regen away, then you have used 7.1 kilowatt hours. That's what you put in the car. And this is for 42 kilometers. And if you do a quick calculation, the 7 kilowatt hours times 30 cents, this is about $2, a little bit more than $2 for this trip. Yeah, that is totally fine and as expected. Okay, I think I'll go back in the pool now because it's still fairly hot. We'll see us in the next video. This is Andy from Unplugged TV Australia, signing off. Thanks for watching and stay charged. Bye. When we had a look at the first efficiency drive I did, that was much better, but it was a lot slower too. So I think I have to do it again at one stage in a different area with less traffic, less cars.